Good morning. I'd like to welcome you all aboard the Stoic Express for another journey. This is your captain speaking. How are we all doing today? Yeah, so this video was one I was supposed to do quite a while ago, and today is literally my last chance to do it, because today is the day that I sell this bike, my Honda CB125F 2021 edition. Yeah, selling this old girl because I have my Mod 2. Had my Mod 2 test today. In a couple of hours actually, so I thought I'd come out and get a little bit more practice in, and also take this last opportunity to do a review on this excellent little bike, because it really is. It's amazing. I've owned this bike for about 10 months, 10-12 months. Yeah. Just get around here, guys. Lifesaver. Yeah, looking forward to this video, because it's well deserved, and I'm not just going to be biased and just say all the good things about the bike and ignore any sort of discrepancies or faults or things like that, cons. Yes, I'm not just going to point out all the pros, I'm also going to highlight some of the cons. Not that there is many, to be honest. There's not many cons on this bike. I love it. So let's get into it, shall we? So I want to start off with like the fuel and stuff. I did mention it in another video of mine called Benefits of Riding. That was more of a general sort of fuel economy talk of just bikes in general, but this really does take the piss with in a good way. With the money that you spend on fuel, it's almost unreal how cheap it is to run. Like fuel wise, it's amazing. So yeah, I did mention that on the other video, but I'll quickly just say it here. I fill it up, it's about £13 to fill up. That's with the top end fuel. That lasts me, I usually do 9 miles a day, Monday to Friday, to work and back, and it usually lasts me 2 weeks ish, give or take. So yeah, that's brilliant. Rideability, number 2, rideability. I tell you what, I've not been on many other bikes really. I've been on this bike, the instructor's Yamaha, the 700, and I've also got my new bike. It's not brand new, it's quite old actually, but it's new to me because I bought it off of this guy. Yeah, so, but the rideability for this, it's perfect. It's like it's sort of it's like an adventure bike positioning, I would imagine. You sat on the seat. The seat is really wide. When we pull up in a minute, I'll I'll get off and we'll have a little walk around and stuff, have a look at the bits and bobs. But I thought I'd just start the video with a bit of a ride first, riding and talking, get to my destination, and then we can finish up with a little walk round. One con I just want to point out quick now is that I'm noticing is it's a little bit of vibration, not loads, just a little bit in the right hand where the throttle is. I don't know if it's my glove, I don't know. I don't notice it all the time. When I've got my summer gloves on, the thinner ones, I don't notice it as much, so maybe it is just these gloves because they are quite sort of bulky and whatever. But yeah, anyway, rideability, comfort, it's really comfy. You could ride this for ages, like the seating position and like how comfortable the actual seat is, the saddle. It's really nice to ride. The handlebars sort of come back a little bit towards you, so that's what keeps your back nice and straight. It's good because you can see over the top of most cars when you're coming into roundabouts and junctions and stuff. So you've got a nice clear view of the road ahead. But it's like I said, your back is not all arched over and stuff. It's nice and straight. It's nice for your arms as well because they sit in the nice little position, like an L shape next to you, I suppose, rather than being leant out or too far back or whatever. But yeah, like I say, rideability, seating position is pretty much perfect in my opinion. Oh yeah, the legs as well, where my legs are, but I'm sat up straight, it's almost as if I'm sat on a sort of chair, like a wooden chair or something. Like my legs, my back's gone like this. This is looking at me from the side. It's not very good description, but so my back's straight, my arms are coming down like this, and then my legs are literally like that. They're not too bent up. Do you know what I mean? Like my calves aren't touching my my hamstrings, if you know what I mean. There's a nice gap between parts of my legs, if that makes any sense. Probably not, but yeah, comfort and rideability is amazing. What should we go for next? I was going to say the look, like the style, but obviously we'll do that when we get off because you can't really see much of it now. But didn't think this through very well, did I? Let's talk about a con, shall we? One of the few cons that there are with this bike. So yeah, just an obvious one really for a 125 would be sort of the lack of power and that. But then again, I don't know if you can really put that as a con, because it is a 125, isn't it? Sorry guys, just concentrating on getting around this bend. There we go. So yeah, not really a big con, but you know, it's when you get more confident, I suppose, you sort of want a bit more from it. But it'd be nice if it had a 6th gear. That would be lovely, that would. Just that extra little gear for going down the old roads that I was just down there, old B roads and that. So yeah, another con, it's not a real big issue, but you sort of adapt to it once you've had the bike a while, but at first it can be a bit frustrating, is the mirrors. It's weird because it's just this left one here that sort of, I see my arm in it more. Maybe I need to adjust this mirror arm, twist it that way a bit more. There's no point me doing that now, is there, because I'm selling it. But no, yeah, that's what I should have done. That would have been the sensible thing, wouldn't it? And I've only just noticed it now. I'm an idiot. But yeah, yes, the mirrors, you can get extensions for them, I think. But I've learnt to adapt to it, really. just sort of adjust them a bit to your liking and you get used to it. They're safe enough, that's the main thing, isn't it? Oh yeah, also I like the gear indicator. Tells you what gear you're in. It's brilliant for us learners, you know. Yeah, do forgive me guys if you point out any little mishaps I may be doing. Oh, didn't need to do that. I'm just trying to concentrate on where I'm going whilst making a video, so I might be forgetting the odd little lifesaver, or not the crucial ones, but mirror checks maybe now and then. So just be gentle on me guys, forgive me. Yeah, my thumb right now that I've mentioned it, my right thumb is really vibrating now. It must be these gloves, because I was on the bike for quite a while yesterday. I had my summer gloves on because it was a bit warmer, plus it's early in the morning now, so it's a bit colder, so I chucked the old winter ones on. Oh look, a little black rabbit. Don't usually see the black ones around here, they're usually the grey ones, isn't it? That's my trouble as well, distracted by nature. So yeah, let's talk about this bike, shall we? That's the whole point of this video, isn't it? Me getting sidetracked again. This is pretty good. It picks up pretty well, you know. Like I say, it's, and when you're a learner, you've got your CB2 or whatever, you don't need loads of power and that, do you? It's just that would just be silly. But yeah, I like it. I've been on a few big ones lately, on the training ground and stuff, and on the road with the instructor, and they obviously, you know, they are what they are. But this, for a well, maybe all 125s like it, but they shouldn't be overlooked. Think, oh, it's only a 125. Nah, they're great fun. Any video you see on this bike, pretty much, well, any that I've watched before I bought this bike, it was all positive. And most of the experienced blokes on there that were jumping on board and taking her for a test ride all have positive things to say, and they say how much fun it is to ride. What was the old saying? Some of them said, more fun to ride a slower bike faster than a faster bike slower. Yeah. Yeah, so you can really, you know, give it some and that, and you're not going to be putting yourself in too much danger. There's always a danger, so don't be silly. Yeah, it's nice. Like I said, if I had that 6th gear, it'd be a perfect little bike, it would. But it does its job. Let me just go to another pro of this bike. One of the main ones for me really is the absolute work rate of it. Reliability, it's always there for you. I even took this out, we had the winter just gone, we had a few frosty days, not too icy, because you know that's a no-go zone for 2 wheels, isn't it? But there was a few days where I had no choice. It was like -1, maybe -2 at the most. I did check the roads, I looked outside, and the roads to my work from my house are mostly main roads, so cars going over them and sort of warming the ground up a bit and stuff like that. So yeah, it was pretty safe to be honest. I just adjusted my riding to it, took my time and stuff. But yeah, like I say, even in the cold, this bike was started straight away. Absolute workhorse. If I could give you one word or a name for this bike, well, if you ask me how would I describe this bike in one word, sorry, one name, I would say workhorse, even though it's 2 words, but you know, whatever. I'm getting bloody sidetracked now, aren't I? But yeah, workhorse, full stop, period. That is it. Solid workhorse, won't let you down. reliable. And some people say, oh, reliable is not fun, or not always fun. Not in this case. I love this bike. Yeah, I've had a few goes on a couple of bigger ones and stuff, and then when I get back on this, I thought, oh, I'm going to be disappointed now, because I've been on the big fast ones and stuff, and now I've got to get back on my little 125. But I tell you what, it was actually quite a pleasure to get back on this bike. Quite delightful, because it's so light and nimble, you know. It's just, you feel the difference, like the weight and that. Going around bends and stuff, just, it always feels like you're hovering on above the ground after you've been on a bigger bike, big heavy bike. Then you get back on this, it's like you're on a little hover bike or something, because it's so light. But it's nice to ride. Like I said, the rideability, the positioning, it's all really good. I like the handlebars, they're quite narrow, which is nice, really. Quite handy if you need to maneuver your bike around into like small areas in your garage or in your garden, alleyways, anything like that. Pardon me. So yeah, it's brilliant for that. It's light as well. If you need, like, my bike, I have to like shimmy it around to get into the back garden through the alleyway and stuff. I always grab the back, the rail thing, the rack thing at the back for the bumpy, at the for the luggage thing, top box. So I grab hold of that and I can easily manoeuvre this bike, like lift the back wheel up a bit and just like sort of move it where I want to, shimmy it around. Yeah, really nice and light. You can really, look, avoiding all this sheep shit, look. Hazard avoidance, guys. Oi! Mod 1. Oh, rabbit there, look. Oh, we've got a sheep in the road there. Looks like he's had a haircut recently. He's lost. Oh, bloody hell. They're all out. Don't worry, guys. I come in peace. I love this. This is great. Just wild sheep eating away at the wood. Eating all the bloody rubbish that idiots leave here. Get over here, guys. Right. Alright, here we go, guys. Let's get it on the centre stand, shall we? Get a better look at it. Whee! See, that's easy as well. My newer bike, which is obviously bigger and heavier, getting the centre stand up is a bit of a challenge. This is a piece of piss, like I said, because it's so light. Anyway, while we're here and looking at the bike now, let's talk about the design. I think it looks pretty bloody cool, to be honest. I like the colour scheme. You got the white and black, and then you got these red springs at the back there, shocks and that. They look pretty cool. I think it looks like a nice little bike, to be honest. I've seen a couple of reviews, some people saying how they think it looks a bit bland and boring. I don't think so. I'm not just saying that because I own this bike, but I think it looks pretty cool, to be honest. Hang on, we got company, guys. I'm probably going to think I'm some sort of nut job talking to myself. Let's wait for him to bugger off, shall we? Let's just have a nice little look around the bike. Came up here 'cause it's usually nice and peaceful. Oh. Yeah, so the design I think looks pretty good, to be honest. It's a commuter bike, isn't it? So it's not going to be like all the fairing and stuff around here like your racy sporty bikes. It is what it is, but I think it's a good commuter. Some commuters do look a bit boring, don't they? Oh, I think this one looks pretty nice, to be honest. Anyway, sorry about the delay, guys. I just didn't want to look like a bit of a weirdo to that guy walking his dog. So yeah, I think we're nearly done here, guys. Yeah, the Honda CB125F. LED light at the front there. Yeah, one thing I'm not keen on is when you've got... Yeah, I'll show you. Yeah, see, the indicator lights just stay on. I think that's like a new thing now, isn't it? For newer motorbikes that were built in the last few years. But it does confuse other road users, I've noticed, from time to time. Yeah, so the only other thing I'd point out, which I don't know if it's on all bikes, it probably is a common thing, but this was jet black when I bought it, and I have cleaned it up in that a bit, and it has gone sort of half decent after a good clean with some spirit vinegar and stuff, and a few rags left overnight. But anyway, yeah, it just rusts a bit, but I suppose it's where it gets hot, isn't it, when you're using it and stuff. Yeah, so, but that's my review on the Honda CB125F. Oh yeah, one last thing, I love this. See this, the Honda logo, it's embossed, it's like a plastic badge stuck on. Usually it's just a sticker, isn't it, on most bikes. Yeah, so that's a nice little touch. Right, that'll do, I reckon, guys, for the review. I'm just going to sit here, have a brew, get some serenity, I suppose, before I go and do my Mod 2 test in an hour or so. A bit nervous, but oh well. Anyway, I shall catch you in another video, guys. I'll see you soon. Remember, ride safe, stay stoic. See you later.